Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excelled.
Beckenbauer knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Played in with purpose. And that's the keeper's ball. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. Is there any support? He might not need it. Pings it across. Beckenbauer. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he shoots! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ibrahimovic. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Zola, and he's managed to get free. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Pato. Mateus. Pato. It's Pato! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Benfica are looking to go forward now. Benfica are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Pato! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's the keeper's ball. Zanetti. Pele. No way through. And here's the chance to counter. Solar. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti. Zanetti. It's a mighty effort! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cruyff goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Cruyff. Rijkaard. And he cuts out the supply. Pele. Out to the left it goes. James. And this is Zola. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Oh, not quite. Mateus. Zola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zola. And he's being shifted off it. Zola, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, super ball! Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is it. It's Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mateus. Tevez quietly revving up. Mateus. Oh, super find. Oh, that's fabulous. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway.
Benfica have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's well spotted.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That's good running with the ball. Pele.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Caught offside that time. It's a good ball out wide. James is looking to influence the game from out wide. Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goes down, but nothing given. Brilliantly cut out. Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Tevez. Look at the space here. And a chance! Cruyff has created one goal already.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Chips it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic. This looks promising. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Tevez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Now Cruyff. Pele. And it's Gullit. And Zanetti. And it's Gullit. Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a good ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And that'll be a goal kick.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 11.
So, time for changes
Número
on
4.
both sides, actually.
Neymar. Número 13. Número 21.
Roberto Carlos.
Número 14. Ibrahimovic. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
And it's Messi.
Número 6.
And he's forced to go back.
Número 18. Ronaldinho.
Back to the keeper.
Número 20. Sidorf. Número 7.
Might want to be careful there.
Número 22. Cristiano Ronaldo.
And here's Pato.
Está a uma substituição.
Roberto Baggio. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Roberto Baggio. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Benfica proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Croatia against Benfica.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
That's everything you want. Well, that looks a decent ball. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar driving on and making good progress. Oh, shooting chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Croatia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Zanetti, Baresi does really well to win the ball there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's made its way to him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's been cut out, well played. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Some really good ball movement. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Messi. He's got away. That's tidy. And that is expertly dealt with. Cruyff. Neymar, given the lift of his goal. Threads one in. Cannavaro calmly anticipates.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Neymar. Beckenbauer. Now this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Beckenbauer. Pullet. Pressure coming in from all directions. Pullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming. And this is Pelé. Pelé had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
They're urging him to shoot. Chance to deliver. And he's taking no chances there. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pass is just off target. Beckenbauer, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! And again! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Shot a goal! And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely feet. Oh, strongly challenged there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shoots! And how did he not make it four? This possibly the last play of the half. Pele. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Benfica have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead.
Cannavaro. Coming on the field is number 8, Johan Cruyff.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Roberto Carlos, looking for options for movement. Played out to the left flank. Played in by... There's the header! He scores! Just cruising! They are cruising! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bullet. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Cruyff. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's... Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. Here comes the corner. Croatia have their second corner now. Bullish header! It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Croatia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He is through here. Oh, cracking ball. Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's only too happy to take that back. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And this is Pele. Flings in across. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. No, that's been intercepted. Played with finesse. Turan goes back to front. Vieira. Ferdinand. And this is Ronaldo. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos delivers. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi does want to stand firm and defend it. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries to play it through. And this is Messi. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Caught offside that time. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pirlo. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Baggio. Right, Shevchenko. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Zanetti. And that has left him in a heap. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No way through. And it's Hazard. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in. And they've been given a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Keeper's dealt with that. He's dribbled past his... He's having a go!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Croatia are looking to go forward now.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's that. Benfica, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nice.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Oh, what a ball! Veron. And this is Adriano. Cruyff. And it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Adriano. Vieira. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Gullit looking for the run. Gullit looking to run onto it. Beckenbauer gathers from the goal kick. And that is a little undercooked. Cruyff. Now it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. That's really well manoeuvred. Pelé is flagged offside.
Substitution for Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Bosnia and Herzegovina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pressure coming in from all directions. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball. Veron, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Adriano. Adriano gets flagged offside. Adriano, nicely spread. And this is Puskás. Oh, that was vital. Gullit. Pelé. Gullit. Benfica have a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Bosnia-Herzegovina.
The changes then in quick succession.
Coming on to replace him is number 2, Arasi.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Elects to cross. Buffon claims it without any fuss. Roberto Carlos to Maldini. Cruyff. And it's Neymar. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Rummenigge going about things with real menace. Now it's Cruyff. Played out to the left flank. And this is Neymar. And this is Cruyff. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want... Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Can he spark a counter here? Messi stood up well to him there. Oh, that's a key interception.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
This might spell danger.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Adriano. Now it's Puskas. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Deep cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
And
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Benfica are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. There's the start of the second half.
Benfica really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And here's Cruyff. Benfica finding their passes. He's away, and the shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Benfica are sitting pretty. Adriano! He's missed, but not by that far.
Adriano is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Over to the left. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Knocks it out wide, and it's Zanetti. Pull it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Utterly unsophisticated. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Beckenbauer. Araujo cuts out the pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. And that is out of play. Cruyff. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Benfica are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Beckenbauer. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Edmils has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's played it back. Oh, this looks sharp. Ibra. Great chance! Has another go! It's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Benfica grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is...
Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? Beckenbauer can get it clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quick.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Neymar plays it short. Maldini with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Searching pass he's played there. Thuram. And now the breakaway. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff's cross. And that has been cleared. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pelé. That is a brilliant interception. And here's the chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rafael Varane is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Ibrahimovic. Best. And it's Roberto Carlos. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Pelé. Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. And he's away. Rafael Varane gets a foot in and wins the ball. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Benfica really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Benfica are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are already promptly back underway. Best. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's been caught napping. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hullet, nice-looking ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through, and this is Pelé, and it climbs up big! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
Benfica can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Número 21. Número 4. Neymar. Número 11.
Seedorf.
Número 13. Vão dar os
Zanetti.
lugares a número 22. Cristiano
Zanetti.
Ronaldo. Número 7.
Fired deep
Número
towards the
18.
back post.
Ronaldinho. Número 6. Hazard. Número 20. Seedorf.
And it's Messi. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Backward it goes. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Araujo. Out of play for a throw. Messi. So we've reached the hour mark. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played. And that's put paid to a promising move. Zanetti. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer. Passes short and sharp. And this is Hazard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Azar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Nedved. Ronaldinho. To Bale. That's a cute ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Maldini. Thuram. Roberto Carlos. And it's Azar. Now he's got space here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Can he finish? Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. Big chance, must be! Shapes to shoot! He scored! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Benfica go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. It's Ronaldinho. Nedved. And here's Del Piero. Well-timed, excellent interception. Ronaldinho. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. That's got him rattled. Edmilson. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hunnet. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level. OK, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
That has not gone well. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to play him in. And the shot! No, that's been intercepted. Bullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball. Big chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the game's first significant moment. Takes a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Up he goes! It's a goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Zanetti in towards the... He's got tall! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper...
It's Ronaldinho! Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. The ball has bounced loose now. Brilliantly cut out. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Hullet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Buffon claims comfortably. Ibrahimovic. Best. No, it's come to nothing. And he was quick to react. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nicely aimed pass. Nice looking ball. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Oh, can he get onto this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cruyff. And he's there to make the challenge. Gravenberg. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bellingham! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Bellingham made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Best. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Might want to be careful there.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Beckenbauer.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good spread. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. Good read, needed to be. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Benfica are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Benfica head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And we are already promptly back underway. Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pullet makes the interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Roberto Carlos, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's onside. Cruyff with a beautifully timed run. Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cruyff looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Hullet. And it's Zanetti.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Quality ball. Ronaldinho. Driving through the middle. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hullet. Now it's Pelé. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Now he's off and running. Neymar. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Crosses it into the area. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. And it's Roberto Carlos. Played into space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
It might
Number
not be
9,
such a bad idea
Ibrahimovic.
playing this short and into
Number
feet.
7,
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this
Number
huge height
38.
disadvantage.
Kravenbach. Coming on the field, number 20, Erling Haaland. Number 5, Vieira.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Bale.
And
Substitution in
now a
progress.
sudden chance to counter. It's played through for him. Now it's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. That's really well manoeuvred. No way through. And it's made its way to him. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through. Just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Bale. Delivers the ball, and the keeper beats it away. Look at the space here. Big chance, corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ronaldinho goes short. Cross to the back post. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball. Goes for a shot! Beckenbauer. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's the chance to counter. He's through, it's great chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Roberto Baggio clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
And now they can spring out of defence.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a pretty loose pass. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. He's found a way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. The pass has gone astray. Lofted in. He gets big. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Benfica have their third
Substitution
corner.
on the field. Number 4, Ferdinand. Number 18, Alexander-Arnold. Coming on the field, number 2, Lilian Thuram.
And now a sudden
Number
chance to counter.
19, Pepe.
Haaland. Thuram. It's Seedorf. Oh, they can break here. Clipped into space. Oh, that's super. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
There will be 3 minutes.
The
at a
movement
time.
so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Benfica blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Aim forwards. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Baggio gets into some space. Oh, this looks sharp. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game.